Donald Trump's dirty little secret has just been exposed. At least that's what Jon Stewart wants viewers to believe. The late-night host launched a blistering attack on President Trump during a recent episode of The Daily Show, claiming the president's carefully crafted image as a master dealmaker doesn't match reality. Stewart's comments came after Trump complained on Truth Social that critics are making it harder for him to negotiate a peace deal with Iran. In the post, Trump wrote, "Iran really wants to make a deal, and it will be a good one for the USA and those that are with us." But Trump didn't stop there. He also blamed what he called political hacks for making the process more difficult. According to Trump, critics keep demanding he move faster or slower, go to war or avoid war altogether. Trump ultimately urged Americans to stay patient. Just sit back and relax. It will all work out well in the end. It always does. But that explanation wasn't sitting well with Jon Stewart. "What?" he fired back. "You're blaming this on us?" Mocking Trump's explanation, Stewart joked that the president was acting as if peace negotiations couldn't happen unless everyone stayed silent. Then came the line that grabbed headlines. "If only there was a word for closing that gap, a person who could help close it," Stewart said. "I don't know, a gap-a-closinator?" According to Stewart, that's Trump's dirty little secret. The comedian argued that Trump isn't actually the master negotiator he spent decades claiming to be. Instead, Stewart said successful negotiation requires bringing opposing sides together and finding compromise, something he believes Trump struggles to do. In one of his sharpest attacks, Stewart claimed Trump's real political talent isn't resolving conflict, it's creating it. Trump's singular gift is in manufacturing the animus and division that actually makes negotiated settlements so difficult, Stewart told viewers. And Stewart wasn't finished. He later suggested that perhaps the real problem isn't Trump's critics, it's Trump himself. The late-night broadside comes as the U.S. president continues facing scrutiny over stalled negotiations with Iran, while fellow comedian Seth Meyers has also mocked Trump's repeated boasts about scoring perfectly on cognitive exams.
Donald Trump is once again touting his cognitive abilities after receiving another perfect score on a mental assessment, but late-night host Seth Meyers is having none of it. The NBC comedian used his latest monologue on Late Night with Seth Meyers to mock the U.S. president's repeated boasts about passing cognitive tests, arguing that Trump's celebration of the exams raises more questions than it answers. The sharp exchange comes after the White House released details from Trump's latest medical examination, which concluded that the 79-year-old remains in excellent health and is fully fit to serve. Among the findings was a perfect score on the Montreal Cognitive Assessment, commonly known as the MoCA test. The screening is widely used by doctors to help detect early signs of cognitive impairment and dementia. Trump quickly seized on the result. Taking to Truth Social, he celebrated his score and framed it as proof of what he called his exceptional intellect. Trump wrote, "I scored a perfect 30 out of 30, considered extreme intelligence." The U.S. president went even further. He claimed the latest exam marked the 4th time he had achieved a perfect score. He also insisted that such results are rare. But while Trump portrayed the results as a major personal achievement, Meyers saw things differently. Opening his segment, the comedian joked that the president has become increasingly focused on defending his mental sharpness. Meyers told viewers, "With inflation soaring and the war spiraling and his poll numbers in freefall, the president has been obsessing more than usual in recent weeks over the condition of his brain." The late-night host then targeted what he viewed as Trump's misunderstanding of the test itself. "First of all, it's a dementia test, not an IQ test," Meyers said. He followed up with one of the night's biggest laughs. "And as a general rule, if you took a dementia test and you thought it was an IQ test, you failed both the dementia test and the IQ test." Meyers also mocked Trump's description of his results as evidence of extreme intelligence. Extreme intelligence is not a medical term, he said. In general, doctors don't use extreme because they're doctors, not Mountain Dew cans. But Meyers reserved his strongest punchline for Trump's repeated references to having taken the assessment multiple times. Rather than viewing 4 perfect scores as impressive, the comedian argued the number of tests itself could suggest ongoing concern. While I get you think it's cool that you're 4 for 4 in dementia tests, it's not a good sign that they keep making you take them. Meyers continued, that is a sign that the people who gave you the test don't trust the results. He compared the situation to repeated alcohol testing. You wouldn't feel good if the cops kept making you take the breathalyzer. The jokes come as Trump's latest medical report has generated intense political discussion. The White House released the findings after facing criticism for delaying publication of the U.S. president's most recent physical examination. According to White House physician Captain Sean Barbabella, Trump remains in excellent overall health. The report stated that his cardiovascular function is normal and concluded he is fully capable of carrying out the duties of the presidency. However, the report has also drawn scrutiny. Critics have pointed to several omitted medical details that appeared in previous health disclosures. Others have questioned changes in weight, blood markers, and other measurements compared to earlier examinations. Trump's latest cognitive test was conducted during his visit to Walter Reed National Medical Center. The president has repeatedly highlighted cognitive testing as a political issue, often contrasting his performance with that of political rivals. Throughout both of his presidential campaigns, Trump frequently challenged opponents to undergo similar examinations. For Meyers, however, the larger issue wasn't the score itself. Instead, he argued that Trump's constant need to publicize the results reveals a deeper problem. Meyers said the president has spent years boasting about accomplishments that would not require constant promotion if they were as obvious as he claims. According to the comedian, Trump's repeated self-praise has become a defining feature of his political brand. You wouldn't have to constantly insist to people that you're a big-brained genius if you were actually a genius, Meyers said. He also mocked Trump's frequent claims about solving global conflicts and rebuilding the economy. The comedian argued successful results would speak for themselves without the need for daily reminders. If everyone was walking around with affordable healthcare, cheap groceries, and $2 gas, Meyers joked, you could just sit back and spend a day picking drapes for your ballroom. The comments mark the latest chapter in the increasingly personal war between Trump and late-night television hosts. Over the years, Trump has repeatedly attacked comedians and television personalities who criticize him, while hosts like Meyers, Jimmy Kimmel, and Stephen Colbert have made the president a central target of their monologues. With the 2026 political cycle already heating up and Trump's health continuing to attract public attention, the debate over his medical assessments appears unlikely to disappear anytime soon. For now, Trump is celebrating another perfect score. His critics, meanwhile, are questioning why he keeps feeling the need to talk about it.